Okay, topic number 2, but now we are looking at factorize or factor. So factor means we're going to put in brackets. Okay, so this question here, question number 14, we don't have any brackets, but the question says factorize. So factorize means we want to put in brackets. Okay, so how do we put in brackets? Let's see. We have to think about the biggest number that we can divide this and this by. Okay, so if you think about it, we can divide this and divide this by 2. Let's think about a bigger number. Well, we can't divide it by 3. We can divide it by 4. So 4 is the biggest number we can divide this and this by. We can divide this by 4, and we can divide this by 4. It's the biggest number. Okay, so 4 goes outside the brackets. Now if you think about it, what do I have to times 4 by to get 4x? 4 times x gives 4x. Okay, and for the number 20, 4 times what number gives 20? 4 times 5 gives 20. So that is how factoring works. Okay, double checking. 4 times x gives 4x. 4 times 5 gives 20. So this is our final answer. Let's look at this question here. Factorize 8x plus 16. So straight away I can see 8 is the biggest number I can divide this, and I can divide this by. I can divide this by 8, and I can divide this by 8. So 8 goes outside the brackets. 8 times what gives 8x? 8 times x gives 8x. Okay. And now this 16, 8 times what number gives 16? 2. So if I want to check it's correct, 8 times x is 8x. 8 times 2 is 16. So that's right. Question number 16. It's a bit harder now. 12x plus 30. So I have to think about the biggest number that I can divide both of these by. So let's go through the numbers. 2, I can divide them by 2. I can divide them by 3. I can divide them by 4. I can't divide it by 4. 5, no, 6. I can divide them by 6. I can't divide it by 12. So 6 is the biggest number I can divide this and this by. 6 goes outside the brackets. Okay, there's no bigger number I can divide them by. So 6 times what gives 12x? 6 times 2x gives 12x. 6 times what number gives 30? 6 times 5 gives 30. Okay, so checking again, 6 times 2x gives 12x. 6 times 5 gives 30. Okay, question number 17. This is a true or false question. So it says here 5x plus 9 can be factored, true or false. So we have to think about this and think, is there any number we can divide 5x and we can divide 9 by? If you think about it, there are no numbers. I can divide 5x by 5, but I can't divide 9 by 5. So there are no numbers that I can divide these by. So I cannot factor them. I can't put them in brackets. So the answer is false. 6x plus 15 can be factored, true or false. So if I think about this, I can't divide it both by 6, but I can divide it by 3. So if I factor them, 3 times 2x makes 6x, 3 times 5 gives 15. So yes, I can factor this. So the answer is true. Okay. Another question here. So this one is a bit longer. Simplify and factorize this expression. So first we have to simplify it. How do we simplify? We're going to put all the same terms together. We're going to make it smaller or shorter. So let's look at our y's first. We have 3y here plus 2y here. That's 5y. And for the numbers, we have plus 12 plus 8. That's plus 20. Okay, 5y plus 20. We have just simplified it. But now we have to factorize. Factorize, remember, means we want to put it in brackets. So 5y plus 20. If I look at this 5y, can I divide both of these by 5? Yes, I can. So I'm going to put 5 outside the brackets. 5 times y gives 5y. And 5 times 4 gives 20. Okay. 5 times y makes 5y. 5 times plus 4 makes plus 20. Question 19. Admission to a museum is 32 dirhams per student. Which expression can be used to mentally compute the cost of admission for 90 students? Okay. So if each student is 32 dirhams and we want to work out the total cost for 90 students, normally we would do 90 times 32. Okay. But there is another way we can do it. If we are factoring, we could also do 90 times and split this 32 into 30 plus 2. Okay, so 90 times 30 plus 90 times 2. These are exactly the same.